Hi, kids. Welcome to the Late Night Picture Show. Special brain double feature. I made a new drink tonight. I used my smokier scotch, the $30 scotch. And it's basically a rusty nail, and then you're supposed to put some cherry herring in there. Which, yeah, I don't have that. So I just put a smidge, like a bar spoon of Luxardo in there. It's cherry flavored, but a little bit of Luxardo goes a long way. And it's not the alcohol, it's the cherry. It's pretty potent flavor. But that's not bad because it's medicine-y, as Luxardo tends to be. But I'm not a big fan of a rusty nail, especially if you do it 2-to-1 like they say to do. I mean, why don't I just drink some honey out of the honey bear? That's 4-to-1 with the little bar spoon. Yeah. Okay. So first up tonight, let's get our brains going. It's Donovan's Brain. I don't know about you, but that's a really cool half sheet and poster. The poster was similar. We have Lou Ayres, Gene Evans. Sorry, I'm reading ahead. Gene Evans, Nancy Davis, with Steve Rohde and Tom Powers, Lisa Howard. What's this say up here? The screen's most amazing plunge into the unusual. Pretty bold statement to make. Maybe at the time. All right. Donovan's Brain, 1953, Dowling Productions. So we're going way back to the early 50s here. Directed by Felix Feist. I might have to look him up because I don't recall anything else, but that's a hell of a name. Starring Lou Dr. Kildare Ayres. Now, I know that means nothing to you kids, but Dr. Kildare, there was like this series of movies like back in the late 30s, maybe into the early 40s. And yeah, what do you call it? A serial? Kind of a... Yeah. Kind of pre-TV soap opera, if you ask me. Nancy Davis. Yeah, that's right. Nancy fucking Reagan. This was before Ronnie, though. I think. I'm not sure what year those two hooked up and started their evil empire. Perhaps the trauma from this movie induced her war on drugs later. We shall see. Okay. Ayres is no longer Dr. Kildare, because he's already voiced Dr. Kildare on the radio by this time. He's Dr. Corey now. Dr. Corey. He's your typical scientist working from his ranch in the desert in, I presume, California. He is assisted by a drunken Dr. Schrat. Oh, pardon me. And his lovely wife, Jan, played by Davis, who feels sorry for the monkeys. She feels sorry for the monkeys, but she helps chop their brains out anyway, for science. Or maybe she's just evil. I don't know. Chops their brains out for the good doctor to experiment on. And then, she dutifully makes him a sandwich or some stew. Hopefully with the leftover monkey brains. Well, after some success with a younger monkey, the doc gets the opportunity of a lifetime when some rich schmuck named Donovan is killed in a plane crash near his place. So the doc brings him back. He does the autopsy, does the workup, determining the manner of death, etc. Then Corey says, "Hey, wait a minute. I wish I had special effects. I'd put a light bulb over my head. I don't even have a light bulb around here." Wait. I got this thing. Ding. Special effects. He asked Jan for a cranial saw. After a brief protest from Jan and Schrat, she gives it to him anyway. Yeah, she's a pushover, this Nancy Davis. I mean, Jan. Donovan's brain is placed in a 10-gallon fish tank with some wires attached, and by damn, the oscilloscope, and I wrote here, I mean oscillograph, reads brainwaves. Success! We got brainwaves coming from the brain in a fish tank. The brain starts to grow, and it also starts to breathe. I'll do my best impersonation here. Despite having no lungs, the brain is breathing. Wow, I wrote. Wow. Well, then Doc Corey gets an even better idea. Let's communicate with the brain using ESP. Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that? Well, you know damn well. The brain responds. Unfortunately, Donovan was a bit of a dubious character. Yeah, he wasn't a good guy. Blackmail, fraud, you name it. And the feeble Dr. Corey is no match for Donovan's menacing brain. That sounds pretty impressive. And soon the doctor is finishing Donovan's unfinished business. And I think you know what kind of business I'm talking about. I do believe I saw this on Sci-Fi Friday. I was up here visiting my parents. And yeah, I would have loved to tune into that podcast to hear what's wrong with the science in this picture, because there's a lot. All right, here we go. This was utterly ridiculous. Ridiculous, with two E's. A brain in a fish tank controlling another man's brain telepathically. Think about that all you want. Where are you, James Randi? Oh, you were probably just like you were a youngster in 1953, weren't you? Were you already debunking this crap in 1953? I'm making more questions for myself than answers. A few twists and turns, and Corey must face his fate in court. Oh well. Who cares at this point? I sure didn't. Maybe Uncle Ronnie should have been in this movie. Now I gotta look it up. Might have been better if Uncle Ronnie was the evil, nefarious brain. Uncle Ronnie's brain in a jar. Okay, Lloyd Kaufman, are you out there? I'm not going to say Hollywood, because Hollywood's not going to listen to me. All they're going to do is make more superhero movies. That's all they're going to do. Lloyd Kaufman, are you out there? Ronald Reagan's brain in a fish tank. A young actress playing Nancy Reagan in the movie. Bam! I don't know if it's $1 million idea, but it sounds like a trauma movie to me. Ronald Reagan's brain in a fish tank at least is more realistic as an evil brain. Okay, we're going to go up to the lobby. We're going to make ourselves a new drink, and I think I'm going to stay in this theme. I'm going to switch to, and I don't know the name of this drink, but if you take a rusty nail, which is typically too sweet, but you make a Rob Roy and you stick Drambuie in the Rob Roy, like just a little bit, like maybe the bar spoon, like I did with the Luxardo, I'm going to make a Rob Roy with just a bar spoon of Drambuie. Donovan's brain. I know you're waiting. You're on the edge of your seats. There you go. That's all I could muster. It's a one-ring circus on the late night picture show tonight. Now, let's head up to the lobby and get refreshed. See you in a few minutes, kids.